Yo, what's up, everybody? We gonna break down this Jay-Z versus Drake, Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne, Jay-Z versus Kanye West, Jay-Z versus Eminem, and Jay-Z versus whoever else you would say in the verses. Okay, we gonna break this down, and I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Okay, I name 5 artists. Okay, and then let's say Jay-Z versus Nas in a battle, and it was 10 songs, okay? Because like No Limit, Cash Money only did 10 songs each. So let's say if it's like that, right? Pull Jay-Z out the equation, and let's say I want to hear Lil Wayne versus Nas. Nobody want, like, everybody gonna scratch their head like, what? Like, that's like saying Kobe versus Tracy McGrady, right? Or Kobe versus Allen Iverson, Kobe versus Vince Carter, Kobe versus Gilbert Arenas. But then you take Kobe out the equation, and is anybody gonna watch Gilbert Arenas versus Tracy McGrady? No. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas versus Vince Carter. Nobody care about that, all right? So let's get back to this. So if you say take Jay-Z out the equation, and then you're gonna say Nas versus Drake. I have never heard Nas and Drake in the same paragraph. Screw the sentence. So, if we say Jay-Z versus Drake, 05 Lil Wayne through 08 Lil Wayne versus anybody, right? You won't say, you never hear Wayne and Nas, but Jay-Z has to be compared to Nas. Prime Nas, 2001, 2000 Nas, Ether Nas. Then he has to go battle Lil Wayne. Then he has to go against 50 Cent, right? So then you say 2010 Watch the Throne Jay-Z versus 2011 Drake, right? Young Drake, when he first started to go past those Young Money hit records or whatever, right? All right, so then, Drake hasn't run after that. Drake is, whatever, hot. But then, okay, now let's go to Eminem. Would you want to watch a versus of Eminem versus Kanye West? That sounded like the dumbest shit, because he's like a producer / rapper, don't even write his stuff, have time don't even produce his stuff, all right? So if we are not going to want to see Eminem versus Drake in a battle. All right, let's go back. Eminem versus Nas. I think that might be actually the most interesting one because of the lyrical his background. But I close this out. I represent the D. But every time Eminem get disrespected by a gimmick rapper, he destroys them the audacity of you to call me out. I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna kill an ant with a nuclear bomb. That's what he does. But then when it's somebody of his caliber, he doesn't respond, or he shows respect because of he's such a hip hop head and a fan of who became his peers that is at his level, or people who came before him. So he doesn't. Even when J. Cole said Eminem, Elvis, and Iggy, he don't say nothing, but J. Cole is that caliber. Not that J. Cole would beat Eminem in a battle, but it's a respecting, right? So if Nick Cannon says something about Eminem, step on his throat. Machine Gun Kelly said something about Eminem, step on his throat. Ja Rule said something about Eminem, step on his throat. So I don't know that Eminem has it in him to think he will step on Jay-Z's throat out of respect, because he's of that caliber. So I know that's a sidebar, but I had to get that out there. So lastly, let me say this. Okay, Jay-Z versus anybody versus everybody. Everybody's the B-side. I don't, dead or alive. Jay-Z is the guy. You B-side, okay? You come out first, then he comes out, and they go have, the marching band, etc., everything else in between. And it's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z versus Nas, that brought Nas up. If you get on a record and you start dissing Jay-Z, The Game, Cameron, anybody else to get out there, and they get a little bit of attention. The Breakfast Club go talk about him. Shade Room go talk about him. You know what I'm saying? TMZ might talk about him. So everybody else versus each other doesn't get any trending and extra energy unless it's versus Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? So like the number one rival to Lil Wayne's run, 2 Chainz was right there coming with hits and hits and hits. You know what I'm saying? But 2 Chainz is not lyrical. But if you say Lil Wayne versus 2 Chainz and you just talk about hits, 2 Chainz might have 10 songs that could bang up against Lil Wayne. Does that mean that he will wash Lil Wayne in the verses? But that's what y'all say when it come to Jay-Z. So in closing, I just need y'all to just stop, just leave it alone, let Hove be Hove. And in fact, Timberland and Swiss Beats, who owns the verses or created this, on the Blueprint 3, there's a song called Versus, and it was co-produced by Timberland and Swiss Beats. And that's what this all spin from, was the Blueprint 3. So like the whole idea, like Jay-Z should be saying, yo, y'all took a song I created, the title, and made a whole TV show off of it, and now I'm the boss of it. Give me my money. So ain't no way for Hov to lose.